Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. In the expansion of Shadowlands, I've been a huge fan of underdog class specs, which are usually playstyles deemed outside of the meta. They're less popular and therefore less explored. And so many of them offer genuinely fun playstyles, but what usually holds them back is their performance in PvE content. In patch 9.2, our classes got access to powerful tier set bonuses and double legendaries, and both of these gear systems opened up a ton of potential for our favorite off-meta classes, specifically when it comes to their performance in the Mythic Plus dungeon content of Season 3. So in this video, I want to highlight some of the off-meta class specs that have seen the biggest improvements in the patch 9.2, in case you're coming back for this content update or are looking for a new main to play. With the Creation Catalyst becoming enabled in just a few weeks, players will be able to craft some of the must-have tier sets required to unlock some of these class playstyles potential, which will also make it easier to swap mains or maintain ults in the patch 9.2. But right before we get into the underdogs of Shadowlands, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get more regular patch 9.2 videos like these, or potentially future WoW expansion announcements. In no specific order, I want to start off with the Survival Hunter, and this spec has seen an explosion of popularity as of this content update. The damage that this spec brings into dungeon content in particular has been greatly improved thanks to the tier set bonuses and double legendary synergies. And while Survival hasn't always been the most popular spec in Shadowlands, it always had Mythic Plus potential, being one of the few classes that's truly uncapped in AoE damage thanks to the ability of Wildfire Bomb. Their tier set reinforces that bomber playstyle by giving them regular procs of bombs to toss out of their targets with a bomb damage increase between 30 and 80%. Together with the Kyrian legendary and the Kyrian ability of Resonating Arrow, it allows for Survival Hunter to create a dominating lead when it comes to AoE and cleave damage, while the Nightfate Covenant allows for more explosive, small target or single target potential, which gives it a real competitive edge in single target boss fights. Right now, Survival just does so much damage that it's difficult to ignore, while sporting a very unique and fun playstyle that mixes both ranged abilities and melee abilities together while keeping very light on its feet. Enhancement Shaman is another spec on this list as a class with a ton of possibilities, with Blizzard adding them the ability to spread flame shocks to multiple enemies by striking your primary burning target with a lava lash. It opened up a lot of opportunities for talents and legendaries to create some fun and unique playstyles that allow enhancement so much diversity in gameplay. You have builds like Necrolord together with a Lava Actuator's legendary for massive lava lashes as long as you can spread your flame shocks. The Witch Doctor's Wolf Bones together with almost any covenant for a release of the Hounds type of gameplay, playing off of your tier set that lets you summon your feral spirits more often, or even unique builds like Skybreaker's Elemental Shaman legendary together with a Venthyr combo for huge consistent chain harvest procs with a cheesy crit focus playstyle. With powerful damage together with a build variety, Enhancement Shaman is aiming to be a spec with a ton of gameplay longevity and fantastic damage output for Mythic Plus content in the patch 9.2. Next, we got two range specs that come from the same class that have seen a ton of improvement for Mythic Plus content. Starting off with the Demonology Warlock. The spec's AoE damage has been greatly improved for Mythic Plus content thanks to your tier set bonuses. Their tier set lets them tap into the power of two very strong legendary choices, with the 2-piece bonus letting him empower their Dread Dogs with the Grim Inquisitor's legendary effect. When speccing for stronger and more frequent Dread Bites, their Demon Doggos can rampage across a dungeon, pouncing into dungeon packs with big explosive damage, while taking massive Dread Bites out of bosses. But your tier set also offers a build where you summon a bunch of imps, which lets Implosion Legendary reign supreme. As you summon more imps with the tier set bonus, you get way faster casting speeds with the Implosion Legendary. Rapid firing Shadow Bolts, generating a ton of soul shards, churning out more Hand of Gul'dans and Demon Summons for a very fast-paced build. Currently a very competitive Warlock and Mythic Plus dungeon spec. However, if summoning demons doesn't fit your playstyle, there's always Fiery Destruction. Destruction Warlock is the second spec of Warlock that has gained a ton of popularity in Mythic Plus for the patch 9.2. Specifically, when you pair the 2-piece and the 4-piece tier set bonuses with the Rain of Fire build. Like any fire, it starts out slow, singeing your targets, burning them slowly until you get enough soul shards for your very first Rain of Fire. Eventually, your Rain of Fire summons blasphemies, which are just like Infernos, who will keep your fire going, generating more soul shards for even more Rain of Fire. But eventually, this damage ramps up into a monsoon of Rain of Fire, constantly spawning Infernos, raining literal hellfire upon your foes, turning everything you see into ash. A very thematic, yet surprisingly simple and highly effective damage rotation that allows Destruction Warlocks competitive AoE Mythic Plus damage. With so many tanks with their tier sets and their own double legendaries feeling much sturdier in Mythic Plus dungeons, more tanks are feeling courageous to pull a large amounts of dungeon packs all at once, which lets the Destruction Warlocks unleash their Hellfire barrage. If you're looking to play a caster for Mythic Plus content and your focus is raw AoE damage, then Destro Warlock should definitely be your first consideration. Next, we got some healers, starting off with the Holy Priest. Holy Priest saw a huge performance tuning right before patch 9.2 hit the live servers. Your damage got amped by a whole 15%, which is a very significant gain when it comes to contributing to group damage in Mythic Plus situations. Your healing also got buffed by 10%, which definitely adds a lot more reliability to your overall healing potential. Also, for Holy Priest, all covenants are generally viable, which gives you as a player multiple ways of approaching different dungeons, whether you want to play a more support playstyle from a Night Fae or more impactful damage as the Kyrian. The spec has gotten surging popularity as of patch 9.2, with many groups openly looking for Holy Priest for the next Mythic Plus dungeons. Another healing spec that saw gains in this update has been the Restoration Druid. Both their damage and healing got amped by 10% before the release of the patch 9.2. Restoration Druid has a lot of hybrid damage focused builds that make efficient use of this class damage increase. The healing buff is also a nice bonus, especially with their tier set that's looking to amplify their healing value even more. It plays both into their mastery by giving them an extra healing over time effect that amplifies all their healing, together with huge procs of incarnation to turn around a deadly situation. And with more reliable healing, it lets him contribute even more towards group damage output. If you play a Restoration Druid, definitely try it with Necrolord. The Swarm ability has the hybridness of being able to heal your allies while damaging enemy targets, which plays extremely well with a hybrid Druid gameplay that most players are looking for. And that's going to be some of the underdog specs that weren't super popular last season that are getting a lot of popularity in the patch 9.2. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Specifically, if we missed an underrated playstyle that we should take a look at in the future that should have definitely been part of this video list. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel, a place to hang out with the other members of the community and reach out to me directly. Maybe let me know what you think about this video. DMs are always open. Join our Discord to join our community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.